What is it about the serger that makes it so scary? I would love to know your thoughts and feelings. When I first started sewing, I was really interested in making clothing, and the very first class that I took, we made an elastic waistband skirt. And at the end of the class, I had this really amazing skirt, but the inside of it was fraying like crazy. And I asked my teacher, well, what can I do about this? I really want the inside to look professional and clean. This is not how my regular clothes look. And she told me that I could just use the zigzag stitch on my sewing machine, which I had just got my first sewing machine. And I said, okay, that's great. I can do that. It doesn't quite look like what I thought it was going to look like. And she said, well, there's another machine that you can use. It's called a serger. And I said, I don't really know what the serger is. And so she took me over to the serger and she showed me how the serger works. And I immediately was like, I'm going to need a serger. So when I first started to sew, I immediately bought myself a serger because I knew that I wanted to make clothing. I was sure about that. And I wanted it to look really good right from the beginning. I wasn't going to make myself wait to feel like I deserve to have a serger. I just felt like I should have the right tools from the beginning. And so I was learning to use my sewing machine and to use a serger right from the beginning. Now, the thing about that is I really wanted the serger for one purpose. I wanted the serger to just finish the raw edges of my fabric so that I could then make my clothing with. And at the time, I was really just making lots of skirts. So I would cut my pieces from my skirt. I would run it through the serger just to get the edge looking really nice. And then I would then use my sewing machine to make the rest of the project. And that was really how I used the serger for a very long time. But obviously the serger can do a lot more. And so once I started to explore that, really unlocked all the different things you can use the serger for. The serger is such an awesome tool, but I know that it's one of those tools that people just feel really nervous about in the beginning. And I think it's so important to spend the time to just unlock the basics. And I think once you understand how the serger works, that really unlocks all of it for you. So I'm currently working on the lessons for our upcoming Serger Essentials class. And so I really want to know, what are the things that are stumbling blocks for you with your serger? Is it the threading that you don't understand? Is it the dials and the settings to make your stitches look good, to adjust the tension? Is it that you don't know which stitches to use for which projects? Or perhaps you don't know how to troubleshoot if something goes wrong? Or is it something else? I would love to know. Let me know what is the biggest thing that you wish you could understand or that you wish you could tackle with your serger so you would feel more confident, because I think the serger is an amazing tool and I really want to make sure that as many people learn how to use the serger and feel good about it as possible. So if you're interested in joining us for our 6-week Serger Essentials class, there are going to be a mixture of pre-recorded videos and live Zoom sessions. So you can ask questions and troubleshoot with me. The other thing is that there is a whole community platform that you will have lifetime access to. And so if you run into an issue, if you have any questions, you want to post a photo of something that happens, I am really, really good at doing remote troubleshooting and I can help you. So I would love for you to join me in my upcoming Serger Essentials class. It is starting at the beginning of September, and you can find the link for it in the description below. And I hope you will let me know, what do you want to learn the most about your serger? I think that once you learn how to use the serger, it unlocks so many amazing possibilities for your sewing. So I would love to help you with that.